All right, guys, so one of the things we're talking about today is what we've been looking at are applications for this. Talking about when one hand will come back, pull back towards the waist, and the other hand flies forward. There's tons of ways this happens, right? Whether it's an attacking motion forward here, whether it's just a pulling back of the hand as the punch flies forward. We're looking at how you would use this. What are the actual applications of this? One of the biggest things that gets said about the grab and punch and about form work in general is that it's not applicable to a real fight. And the comment that I see a lot is, well, if I've got one hand back, my hands aren't up, I'm going to get hit. And so we're going to address kind of what this is meant for and how this is used. So what we're looking at is this idea is that if he's got a guard and he's got kind of a static guard, his arms aren't moving, he's got him in a set position, whether it's high, whether it's out, whether it's in, whatever that arm is, if I can time that arm somewhere in a fight, I want to learn how to navigate this middle space, this middle position between us. And this is in the category of entering techniques for the Chinese martial arts for a lot of different. So if we're just looking at the concept of the grab and punch, the way it's done in different forms, what you wind up with is something like this. And so if he's got his hands up and I'm here in the middle and I know that within a step, right, coming in, I can reach him. What we're looking at is even from a low guard, I can take my hand, if he's got his guard high, if I've got a low guard, I'm looking at this motion. And what's gonna happen is as I begin to reach out and grab, if I can time that lead hand, you wind up getting a position like so, where I've got a hold of this arm and I've effectively pulled him into the punch and this comes in. And then what you do after that depends on what style you study, what form you're looking at, right? In a lot of my forms, there's a grab followed by a punch, and then you strike low and come back again, right? So for example, if he had his guard up again, my guard might be down, I fire here, fire low again, and then come back around or come over or kick or what have you. Sometimes from a high position too, or if he had, for example, his guard a little bit lower, maybe this hand's a little relaxed, maybe he fights kind of in here, maybe he fights down here, maybe he's just getting tired. I can sometimes come over that top arm too and still get the same response, right? So if I've got a high guard, some of those weird guards you see, right, where the hands come up, are for coming down on this, and I can still come in and fire. Makes sense? You'll see this happen a couple times because if I were to take his arm and he blocked this way, here, I can effect another grab. Begin to turn him up, begin to strike, that sort of thing. Versions of this, I'll just show a fun one real fast, right? Where I've got a form that comes in here, grabs, and then punches this way, right? And that sort of thing would be like if his hands, there's the strike coming in. The grab hand would actually be here, turning him into this next part to fire that next technique, right?